Onegaishimasu. Hi, welcome. Today is October 25th, if I remember correct, Sunday. And so we're going to start. The last couple of weeks we've been focusing a lot on Jo work. So what we're going to do for the next couple of weeks is now focus on Bokken work. We'll still do a little bit of Ukemi, but we're going to do a lot of basics, a lot of suburi, things like that, in just how to use Bokken. So with that being said, let's go ahead, get up, and start stretching. Okay, chin shoulder, each, knee, sun, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, up and down, each, knee, sun, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, shoulders and back, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, up and forward, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, arms across, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, right hand up, stretch to the left, and up, left hand up, stretch to the right, right hand up, stretch to the left again, and left hand up, stretching to the right. Okay, going down to the right side. Switch over, now to the left. Okay, now up on your left heel. Okay, switch over, now on your right heel. Okay, coming up, hands on the knees, push with your right hand, look over your left shoulder. Now push with your left hand, to your right shoulder. Push with your right, look over your left. Push with your left, look over your right. Okay, now, staying in this position, just go from side to side, moving. Keeping your spine straight, shoulders over your hips, moving them back and forth. Okay? Moving back and forth. Again, try to keep that spine straight. Okay. Now, calm down. Still want to remember how to do the kumatori stretches. Heel first. Keep it up the center. And each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Right hand, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Nikyo, bring it in, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, and in, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Sankyo, twist it out, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hands again, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Ukenagaeshi, and twist out, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, each, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, shake those wrists down a little bit. Okay, now from here, twist from side to side, so each, knee, san, shi, go, robe, shichi, tachi, ku, ju. Okay. So now we're going to do a variant on a hip row. So as we're here, we're going to hip row forward. But as we hip row forward, try to power it from your hips so you go forward and back. Don't lean forward and go from here. Try to move from your hips forward and back. Forward and back. And on this one, I'm actually raising myself up just a little bit and bringing it back down. You can, if your thighs aren't that good or don't really feel it, you can go forward and back, keeping yourself down. Either is fine. I like a little extra forward and back motion myself. So with that being said, so ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay. If you have a bokken handy, go ahead and grab your trusty bokken. So, before we start anything, real quick, a couple of key etiquette points for holding. Bokken is a right-handed weapon. So, right hand goes on top. If there's a guard, or what's called a suba, in this little spot right here, your hand goes behind it. Right hand on top, left hand goes on the bottom. Okay? So, in most exercises, this will be the position we'll be in with bokken. Right hand on top, left hand on bottom. Every now and then, at instructor's discretion, they may tell you to switch just because they want you to try something else. But 90-something% of the time, right hand on top, left hand on bottom. And then when we raise, we want to raise up from the shoulders and down. We don't want a bicep curl. We want to raise straight up and down. Okay, so reason we've got the bokken is we're going to do a little back or a little rocking exercise, but when we do it, we want to make sure that our hands always stay inside our shoulders. Try saying that 3 times fast. And between our knees. So as we're here, make sure you don't hit your tummies out in the back. As you rock, it's up, forward, and through. The bokken should hopefully stay in front of you the whole time. Your chin should be tucked in. If you want to use a visual, always look at the tip of the bokken, or at the kisaki. Okay? So you're always trying to keep your gaze forward. You're not letting your head go back and forward. You're always keeping your eyes and your attention forward. So we'll do this 10 times from the seated position. And each. Ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay. Coming up to one knee, same thing. Little thing, try to make sure that this is coming out from, I like to keep it about 1 fist distance from my obi or my belt or my stomach. So that's just a neat thing. And same exercise, and each, knee, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, now exercise for doing shomen cut, or cutting straight down. Hands a little sweaty. Especially helpful if you're in an apartment or something and you have a low ceiling and you're like, well, I can't practice my shomen cuts. You can do it from a seated or kneeling position. So you're here, you raise up, out, and cut back and in. So I'm here, raise up, out, back and in. Remember, sword is slicing, it's cutting, it's not bashing. So try to keep those shoulders over those hips. So we're here, and each knee, san, shi, go, ro, shich, ach, ku, ju. Okay. Now let's switch over. Keralakia. Same thing. And each knee, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hachi, ku, ju. And coming up. Next exercise, so we can get a nice little thigh workout. We start with our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Do that same shomen cut, but we're going to be up here, down, and cut. Again, try to keep those shoulders over those hips. So here, you cut. As you go down, the blade goes down with you. Stops about belt or mid-level. Try not to let it dip. So you're here, and you're cutting straight down. Here, out, and down. Tendency, we all have it, is to cut and have your posterior stick out, shoulder stick forward. You should be off balance. Bring it straight down so you can keep good balance. And each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now we're going to do some one-handed exercises. So we're here, right or miki-ha-ni. We raise up as we move forward, down, we cut down. Okay? So we're up and then down. Ready? So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, ach, ku, ju. Now, left or hidari-ha-ni. So, here, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, ach, ku, ju. Okay. So, all that is Minuchi Ikkyo, doing it one-handed. Now, two-handed, we'll start, pardon me, right or miki-ha-ni, seeing that that's the side that you generally start on top. Okay? So we're going to do the exact same exercise, but now try to keep those hands raised up and then bring them back down. Nice and smooth. Up and down. Ready? Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now left or hidari-ha-ni. This might feel a little awkward because you have the right hand in front, but left foot forward. So you're here. So you're cross-bodied. Still the same thing. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now, pivoting or kaiten with Minuchi Ikkyo using Bokken. So we up, down, pivot. And notice that sort of comes up and around. Up, down, pivot. So if I'm here to the camera, I go up, down. As I pivot, the sword's still going to go straight up and down. up, down, pivot. Okay? So, Minuchi Ikyondo, but also working on kaiten footwork. So, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. And back to the front. Lovely. Okay. Next, tenkan. So if you remember tenkan, I'm here. So, pardon me. Tenkan, the way it breaks down is I pivot, I step back. Pivot, step back. When we have Bokken, we pivot. Again, this is one way to do it. Then we step back. Okay? So, I'm here, I pivot, step back. And this is breaking it down. If you were to do it a little bit quicker, it would come as one. But you want to try to make sure you sync the parts of your body up. So we're here. So tenkan. Ready? So ich, ni, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now left or hidari hami, same thing. Again, it's going to feel weird, a little awkward, because we're cross-body. So, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. This is what I got to start here next. So, next one is now stepping and turning. Iri ni tenkan. So, using the bokken just to kind of help us out. So, we step and raise. This should feel familiar now. So, step and raise. We pivot, bring it down. Step and raise. Pivot, bringing it down, okay? Try to make sure you coordinate this with your body. You don't want to step, turn, go, oh yeah, okay? As you're moving, everything's trying to work together as best as possible. So from here, so ich, ni, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Next one. Front foot tenshin. So I'm here. Something comes from my front side. I raise up. I look at it. I draw my front foot back. Comes down. I've changed Tommy, and again, I should be at an angle. I'm here, I look, come down and cut about 45. I don't here and move straight back. A little bit different. I don't come up here, there, and then turn 90 degrees. Are there instances? We will do some footwork that does stuff like that here in just a second. But for right now, basic, here, look, down. Okay? So, here we go. Front foot tension, so ich, center, knee, San. Shi. Go. Ro. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay. Left or hidari, how many? Same thing. And ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay, so rear foot tension. So now something's coming from this side. I raise up, look, back foot moves, front foot slides. I preserve my hamni though, okay? So I'm here, up, look, foot moves, other foot moves. But you're preserving your hamni. So here, so ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Left or hidari, how many? Same thing. Up and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. So for today's class, let's go ahead and explore Donovan Waite Shihan's 8 suburi, or pardon me, 8 taisabaki with Bokken. So he'll go over, I'm going to do my best to do a reasonable facsimile thereof. So he goes over stepping forward, stepping backward, doing tenkan, so forth, and even how to switch your hamni and so forth. So first one, we're here. We start in that right or midi hamni. I step forward, shomen. Now, when I do ski, I point the blade with a ha towards belly side. Ski here, kaiten. Next, then I do another step forward, shomen cut. I step, ski again. Sharp blade portion, points in the same direction of my belly, boom, there, and then kaiten back. I should end up again back in right or midi hamni, facing the way I started, if all goes well, and if I understand what sensei was doing. So let's try that together. So we're here, together, right or midi hamni. So we raise, we step, cut shomen, we step, ski, kaiten. From here, we step, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Okay. So that's perspective, looking the way the camera's looking. If I look directly back at the camera, so I should be opposite to you at home. I'm here, together, we raise, step forward with the left, step forward with the right, ski. Bring the blade back, kaiten. Step forward with the right, step forward with the left, ski, kaiten. Okay, 2 more times. So, 90 degree this way, and then 90 degree the other way. step, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Step, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. Hey, look at that, I ended up right side. So now, last one, last 90. We're here, we step forward, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Step forward, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay, ended up with my right foot in front, facing the way I started. Boom, this is a win. Take the wins where you can get them. It's 2020. Look for any positives we can. Second one, so that one, step forward. Next one, steps backwards. So we're here, we raise, we step back. As we step back, our intention, everything is still going forward. Then we step ski, do that kaiten again. Again, I step back as I'm cutting forward. I step ski, kaiten. So, a couple of a nice aspects to think about it. So the first one, it's easy to think as you step forward and cut. We can do this all day long. Feels natural. Stepping back, you got to still project forward. So as I'm here, as I'm cutting forward. I'm not cutting backwards. I know, it sounds weird, right? So, as I'm here, I cut forward, not cut backwards. Okay? Kind of explore that idea. So we're here. That's right. Got to face the way the camera's facing first. My bad. So here, we step back, cut shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. We step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay. Facing the camera now, same thing. Sure don't hit the kamisa. So we're here. So we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. We step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay. Ended up right, facing the way I started. Good day. 90 degrees. Here. We step back, cut, forward, ski, kaiten. Step back, cut, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay. Last one. We're here. We step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. We step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay. So, let's do the first two together, okay? So first one stepping forward, second one stepping back. All right, so number one first, we step forward, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. We step forward, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Now we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. We step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Okay, one more time, facing back to the audience. Yeah, think about here's good. So we're here, we step forward, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. We step forward, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Second one, we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. Now we step back, shomen, step forward, ski, kaiten. All right, lovely. So, third one, pardon me, in the stepping series is we're here. Now we're going to want to step 90 degrees. So as we step 90 degrees, you can think of it in two ways. We can either raise up, step 90, shomen, ski, kaiten, or if you want to think about it a little more, I don't want to call it martially, but you can also use the blade. It's going to direct you. You want to go 90 degrees shomen, ski, kaiten. Either are, I don't want to say correct, but I can see validity in doing either way. Big key is making sure this stays in front of you. You don't go, oh. As you move, the sword moves with you. The sword does not move independently from you. As it's going over that way, you're going with it. Okay? So, sorry, a little tiring there for a second. So, as I do this, I go over to 90 degrees, stepping, shomen, ski, kaiten. Then I'm going to do the same thing again. I step 90, shomen, ski, kaiten, and I'm facing back where I started. So, let's do this together. Always starting right or mihami. So we start, it's going to go to our 90 degrees that way. So we step, shomen, ski, kaiten, other one, step shomen, ski, kaiten. So, now looking back here at the camera, same thing. So we're here, so we step shomen, ski, kaiten. Next one, step, shomen, ski, kaiten. Okay. Now on the 90s, here, so turn to the 90s, step, shomen, ski, kaiten, and step, shomen, ski, kaiten. The last one. Gotta find the right spacing so I don't hit anything. So we're here. So we step 90, ski, kaiten, step 90, shomen, ski, kaiten. Okay. So now let's do those three together. So remember, first one steps forward, second one steps back, third one steps 90. Okay? So do this all three together in sequence. So first one, we step forward, shomen, step, ski, kaiten, step forward, shomen, ski, kaiten. Second one, step back, shomen, step, ski, kaiten, step back, shomen, ski, kaiten. Number three, we step forward 90 degrees, shomen, step, ski, kaiten. We step 90 degrees, step, ski, kaiten. Okay. One more facing back of the camera. Three together. And a one, and a two, and step forward. Shomen, ski, kaiten. Step forward. Shomen, ski, kaiten. Number two, step back, shomen, ski, kaiten. Step back, shomen, ski, kaiten. Number three, stepping 90 degrees, shomen, ski, kaiten. Step 90, shomen, ski, kaiten. Okay, lovely. So, all right, so that's the first three. We're going to stop there for just a second so we have some stuff for next week because we don't want to try to overwhelm anybody. So let's go ahead and also look at, we did the Bokken versus Jo Kumi tachi. Last couple of weeks we focused on the Jo portion. Now we're going to focus on the Bokken portion. To do some of that, let's make sure that we got a few things down. So we have to do shomen cutting. Something that we haven't talked about or that we don't do a lot of is a do cut or cut to the side. So for that one, an easy exercise to do, we'll do it together, is from here, I bring the blade flat around my waist and I step forward, cutting out and back. Here, I bring it about my waist, step, cut out and back. Again, this is going around the waist portion. So let's try to do this together. I'm going to start right when you on me, going this way. We're going to do about 6 looking this way, and then 6, pardon me, looking back at the camera. So here, so put it about waist level, step forward, no cut, each. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rope. Okay, now back to the camera. Okay? Try mouth. So here, too much talking. Going around the waist, and remember, step forward. You step forward, should be using your hips to do it, not just swinging your arms, but your hips go through. So here we go. Waist level and each. Waist level, knee. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Okay. One other thing we need to work on is how do we guard or move. So, one way to guard or to protect the center line is, what else? We're kind of glitched. Matrix? So as I'm here.
Did you see a black cat go by twice?
Yes, I did.
All right.
So, as I want to block or protect my center line, I can move my hips out of the way, but I can't move my sword out of the way. The Kesaki, or the tip, should still be on the center line as I'm moving back and going forward. So from here, we're going to start right in making Hami. Boom, as we're facing. Now, as we step back, we want to we push with that left hand down or straighten it out, pushing it into the body, keeping the Kesaki on the center line. Now, as we move back again, we do the same thing, but now our right elbow should be tightened into the body. We move back again with the right, okay? Left elbow is locked into to our body, and we step back again, boom. Now our right elbow is locked into the body. We step forward, bam, keeping that Kesaki on the center line, okay? And forward, and one more, forward. Okay? So, one thing we want to make sure we don't do is, as we're trying to protect our center line, we move the sword out of the way so everything is then exposed. At the bare minimum, that tip, that Kesaki, should stay on our center line. So if something does come there, hopefully we can help deflect it and move it away. Even if you're cross-bodied, okay, you want to keep that Kesaki on that center line. Okay, I believe that's all the major strikes we got to worry about for the Kumitachi. So, first part is we start here. We take a single step. We strike shomen. Remember, the Kumitachi, our partner with the Jo, boom, knocks it out of the way. Face is exposed. They would be coming with a ski right to the face. So, from there, we actually lift our sword up. As we lift it up, we come in. We're going to do a do cut. Try to cut around the side. Okay? So again, we're here. I'm going to do it facing the way the camera's facing. So we're here. We do a single step. Shomen. The Kesaki gets knocked off the line, exposing our face. We see a ski coming towards our face. We step as we raise. Do cut to the side of the body. And again, we're here. We step once, shomen, it gets knocked off to the side. Face is exposed. We step out. do cut. Last one. We're here. We step once, shomen, gets knocked off to the side, face is exposed, step, do cut. Okay, so remember what our partner's doing. They've got the jo here, they come back, they've gone there, they've gone to ski. So as you're trying to hit them on the side, they're like, oh, I don't like that. And they're going to move back and block. So they've gone from here, their sides exposed, they go, nope, not liking that. Okay? So, how do we get around that block? As we're here, we just essentially do a little hip row, bringing the blade away from the jo. We're going to step once and ski. Now this ski, if you notice, the blade is straight up and down. We're going to try to skewer it. So from here, from that do cut, we almost do like a little hip row back, step forward, ski. And again, from here, from that do cut, we hip row back, step forward, ski. Again, that do cut, we hip row back, ski. Last time, do cut, hip row back, and ski. Okay. All those pieces together. So we single step, shomen, gets knocked out of the way, face is exposed, step, do cut, hip row back, step forward, ski. Again. Sorry, look back at the camera first. Here, single step, shomen, gets knocked off the line, face is exposed, step, off the line, do cut, hip row back, step forward, ski. Here, step, shomen, gets knocked off the line, step forward, do cut, hip row back, ski. Last one. Here, step forward, shomen, gets knocked off the line, face is exposed, step, do cut, hip row back, ski. Okay. So, our partner was here, they block. Now, remember, what they're going to do here is, they've blocked here, they're going to move back and do a shomen, okay? Because I'm here, sorry, I'm here, I'm just trying to stab you. So you knock my blade off the line, again, center line is exposed, shomen is coming right down the center line, I just move back, and again, this is where that guard comes in, protecting the center line, but at the same time, pushing it out. Okay? So, from here, from that ski, we move that right foot back and guard. Bringing that left elbow tightened into the body. Kasaki should be on our center line. Back here at the camera. So, we've stepped skied. They knock our blade off the line. Center line is exposed. We move that right foot back and guard. Okay? So here, I step ski. They knock the blade off the line. They're doing shomen. I move my right foot off the line. Guard. Last one. I skied here. They knock it off the line. To do shomen, I move my right foot back and guard my center line. Okay? All the way through. We're here. We step. Shomen gets knocked off the line. Do cut. Hip row back. Ski. They knock it off the line. They do shomen. We guard, protecting our center line. Okay. Facing back at the camera. Here, step. Shomen gets knocked off the line. Face is exposed. Come up. Do cut. Hip row back. Ski. Gets knocked off the line, move that right foot back, guard the center line. Okay, two more. Here, step, shomen, gets knocked off the line, face exposed, step, go cut. Hip roll back, ski. Gets knocked off the line, they do show them in, we guard our center line. Okay, last one. Here, we step, show them in, knocked off the line, face exposed, raise up, go cut. Hip roll back, ski. Gets knocked off the line, showman comes in, boom, guarding that center line. Okay. Now, as we've guarded that center line, all we're going to do then is just take one nice step back. Okay? So from here, keep that Kisaki forward and engaged. Okay? So we're here, keep it forward and engaged. Don't do what I have a tendency of doing, which is as I move back, I let my shoulders, if you notice, come just in front of my hips. Try to do better than that. Try to keep those shoulders right over those hips. Okay? So that's the first half. Let's do that first half all together 4 times. That way we hit all 4 corners. So we're here. So we step, show man. Step again, go cut, hip roll back, ski, guard. Now from here, draw that left foot back, reposition. Okay, facing back to the audience, we're here. We step, show man, knocked off the line, go cut, draw back, ski, guard. Now from here, move back, keeping that Kisaki forward, shoulders over the hips. Here, step, show man, off the line, go cut, hip roll back, ski, guard, and then stepping back. Last one. We're here, step, show man, step, go cut, step, ski, guard. Now as you guard, moving back. Okay, so let those shoulders relax a little bit. So next exercise we want to work on, it's generally, I believe, this is, a lot of dojos do it. I believe it's called Ukenagaeshi. So generally this exercise is done with a partner. You're both here in a stance, you're trying to cut. As one cuts, the other deflects, and then cuts back. Deflects, cuts back. So, again, this is kind of why I was trying to have everyone work on this a little bit. So, a couple of things as you're cutting. Again, good posture as you move side to side. Here, here. So, you want to block with the flat of the bokken. Not what would be called the mine or the back end, or the ha, the blade. You want to block with this flat part. So as we're going through here, as we go through, we want to even roll the blade a little bit. Boom. Here, there. Here, there. You notice, you can kind of get over right where sensei is. I just don't bring my hands up in here. I try to move my whole body out of the way, okay? Trying to stay as low as possible. All right? So let's try this together. Usually you hear a nice little clang, clang, clang back and forth between your partners. Don't quite can do that because, due to social distancing. This is only about maybe 2.5, 3-ish feet. And you got to be that close so you can touch your partner. So, as we're here, we do showman. Now, they do showman black, we block. Boom, 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 boom. Cut, block. 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 Cut, deflect, pardon me, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, and cut. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That doesn't bother me one bit. So that's kind of the first one on it is you're just moving out of the side and cutting back. Next variant does a lot of the same ideas, but this time you bring the blade up and cut down. Bring the blade up and cut down. So this one is meant to catch. I like to use quotation marks on this one. You catch the cut, cut back down with your hands. Okay? So you catch the cut it back down. All right? So, got it?
I think so, sir.
So if we do it socially distanced, so as Miss Victoria were to cut me, I catch the blade here so it'd be up on the top before she finishes, and then I cut down. So when that happens, though, you got to make sure that your partner knows about it, so that we don't have a suba, we don't have a guard, so you don't get whacked in the fingers. So this kind of one
Doesn't shift like the last one.
no, it does not shift quite as the last one. You boop here and then down. There is a shift, but it's the hips turning.
So are you trying to catch it a little bit at an angle to the other sword, or how are you trying to catch it?
Okay, so great question.
Yeah.
We can do it socially distant as long as we don't get too close. So as you come in here, I go there and go.
Okay. And then you come down, or do I come down?
No, then I come down there.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different exercise. But for this, you got to make sure you're turning those hips. I don't want to call it internally, but you got to turn them sharply and down. Sharply and down. Okay? So, let's just work on catching and cutting, okay? So we're here. So we catch up, cut down. Catch up, cut down. Catch up, cut down. Catch up, cut down. Catch, cut, 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 catch, and cut. Okay, so these two exercises work together. So you go back and forth, and then you might want to let ahead of time determine who's going to do the catching. That way it's not so much of a surprise. Okay, so if we were to do this as an exercise, we would be here, be cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, and then I catch, cut down. Catch, cut down. Then I can go back in. Again, if you want to do it where you do both sides equally. So, let's work on that series. So it's going to cut, deflect, and then we'll switch it for a second. Catch, cut down, catch, and then cut down. Okay? So as we're here, we cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, catch, cut down. Okay? Now from here, our partner's like, oh, okay. Then they can cut again. We catch, cut down a second time. Can you do this continuously back and forth? Yes, you can. You just got to make sure that you and your partner agree upon it. So if I were to cut and they catch, I want to make sure that I go with it a little bit more so that my hands don't get pummeled too much. Okay, so let's work it on that point where we'll go back and forth. So we cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, deflect, cut, catch, cut down. Now we cut as they cut. They catch and then cut back. Now then again, now they cut up again. We catch, deflect back. We cut, they catch, they deflect back again. Okay? So let the thighs rest a little bit. So just Victoria very quickly. So as you catch on each side, here, as you cut down, that goes to her right side. If I catch on her right side and I cut down, that goes to her left side. Okay? So, if we were to go back and forth with it, I go here, here, cut down. Now, I would cut her. She's there. She cuts down. Here, cut down. Okay? So now let's work on that aspect. Now we've got, just going to do the second one. We're just going to catch and deflect. And then we're also going to receive or work on that ukemi. Okay? So, as we're here, we cut. Now they catch. I'm going to say they catch on my left side. So they deflect. It goes to my right. I come, from here. Now they cut. I catch. Cut down. I cut back. They catch. They cut down. They cut. I catch. Down. Cut back. Catch. Down. Up. Down. Cut again. Catch. Down. Up. Down. Cut. Up. Down. Up. Forward. It can get a little more confusing, can't it? So they catch. Down. I come up. Cut down, I cut again, they catch, they throw down, I come up, cut down, I cut again, they come up, they catch down, up, down, second cut, down, catch, down, cut again, boom, up and down. Okay, so got, I believe, just a few minutes left. So let's go ahead and work on Kesa giri, monk robe cut. So, two ways to do it. One is you raise straight up, cut across the body, up here, step, cut across the body. It goes anywhere from about the shoulder to the neck, and if it goes to the head, nomenclature could either be Kesa giri or yokomen because it's side head strike. So that's one way to do it, which is probably the more technical Aiki way, is straight up and cut. Alternatively, you can do that same cut up and then swing through. Let's work right now on straight up and then cutting down. All right, so we're here. We raise straight up. We step with our left foot. We draw our right foot off to the side, cutting Kesa giri. Square back up. Raise up. Step with the right foot. Draw that left foot back, cutting Kesa giri. Again, up, step, Kesa giri. Here, up, step, Kesa giri. Back at the audience. So we're here. Raise up, step, Kesa giri. Here, raise up, step, Kesa giri. Try to make sure you keep your eyes on your partner. Here, step, Kesa giri. And one more, up, step, Kesa giri. And with the spooky noise, that is our class for this afternoon. So please put your bokken away. Okay, thank you all very much for those of you here in person, as well as those of you online. So this coming week for the Zoom sessions, we'll be doing some grabbing attacks and some techniques. We actually had one of our members, Ms. Victoria, create a nice little new member for us that we're going to be throwing around with it to hopefully show some of the mechanics of what's going on with the throws. And we'll continue on with the Bokken stuff next Sunday. See you then.